Group A, the final round of the regular season between Falco Szombathely and SIG Strasbourg from Szombathely in Hungary. Strasbourg, of course, already the group winners, secured of their place in the round of 16. Meanwhile, the host Falco Vulcano, they're just looking to finish their regular season and indeed their entire Basketball Champions League campaign with a victory, having already been eliminated. For Falco, however, this is a game with a lot more at stake than just getting a bit of pride, because they've not got a game for another week. They need to keep fresh as they're looking to keep pressing on to win that fourth straight in fact, Hungarian league title. And with that week off before their next regular season game, they need that time. Of course, the other game in Group G today is between Tofas Bursa and UCAM Marseille. Marseille currently in second place with that better edge going into the round of 16 play-ins. But Tofas, if they win by 3 points or more today, they'll take that second seed and have the seeding advantage for the play-ins. And there again we see the standing. So Strasbourg on top, 4 wins from their 5 games. Falco here with only 1 from their 5. But even if Marseille beat Tofas, because of the way the tiebreakers work, Falco are already eliminated, unfortunately. For Strasbourg as well, looking at this lineup, they've got another game on Friday in the LNB Pro A, so it's going to be curious to see if they give some of their younger talent a bit of a run out tonight. And here we see the roster, coached, of course, by Luca Banchi for SIG Strasbourg. DeAndre Lansdowne has been in particularly good form when it comes to playing against Falco Vulcano over the years. In the 3 times that Strasbourg have played Falco, they've won all 3, and Lansdowne has been particularly impressive. Rodions Kerr, of course, with his NBA experience, also going to be interesting to watch in this game. And of course we see this blend of youth and experience really in the Falco squad. Obviously veterans like Akos Keller in there in the center, but also young guys like Zoltan Takac and Abel Yato also lining out for Falco. Their coach, of course, by Milos Konakov. And like I said, the reigning Hungarian champions. They made the round of 16 last year, won't be going back there this season, but obviously hoping to finish on a high. And the referees for the evening from Poland, Turkey and Israel. Our starting five here for Strasbourg: Marcus Keane, Leo Cavalier, DeAndre Lansdowne, Kaspars Berzins and Rodions Kuric. And of course Luka Banki, that very experienced head coach, leading the line for Strasbourg. And the Falco starting five: Zach Brown, Matt Tibby, Akos Keller, Stefan Pott and Raymond Cowles. And Milos Konakov, the head coach here for Szombathely. Falco, of course, have lost their three previous BCL encounters with SIG Strasbourg. Boris Barge scored 17 points in the reverse fixture, but he's on a run of 3 straight single-digit games for Falco, so looking to break that run tonight in the home return match against Strasbourg. Strasbourg leading the group at 4-1, but 4 of their 5 games have ended with margins of 5 or fewer points. They are one of the more entertaining and exciting teams to watch in terms of drama in the Basketball Champions League, and DeAndre Lansdowne leading the way for them in terms of scoring. Falco fans enjoying themselves in this holiday season, and of course today also the birthday of basketball. 131 years ago today that the sport James Naismith created was born. And there is Rodions Kuric, that man with the NBA experience, getting ready, as long as Cavalier as well. Strasbourg quarter-finalists last season and made the Final Four in the previous Basketball Champions League. They're hoping to maintain that good form and head into the round of 16 with a dominant win today, but they only won by 3 points last time out. Falco looking to finally break their duck against Strasbourg and get their first ever win over the French side. And we are underway. Strasbourg winning the tip. Lansdowne looking for an option there. He finds one. Inside, and the score, no, courage denied. And he gets it on the second attempt. No, again denied, my word. Courage, such a recent addition. He hasn't even got the name on the back of his jersey for Strasbourg yet. Falco looking at their options now. Zach Brown looks inside, finds an option. Pot loses possession, and it's back with Strasbourg. Cavalier looking, no, it's Lansdowne. Lansdowne from deep, iron. Cavalier gets that offensive rebound, looking outside, and Marcus Keane recycles it. He's out deep. Lansdowne inside, gets the floater up, makes it, and yes, he draws the shooting foul. He will go to the line for the bonus. Marcus Keane with the assist. Foul goes against Stefan Pot there. And he goes clean from the line. Pot now in possession. Back to Pot. It's being doubled. Looking for Cowles. Cowles goes from his own number, and he makes the three. Calls his own number and pulls it off from the corner. From the elbow. Marcus Keane now. Keane to Lansdowne. Lansdowne sees an option. Goes outside to Bertsins, and Bertsins from deep. Pot outside. Oh, nothing but iron. And we are back, and there goes Courage. There goes Cavalier, and Cavalier draws the shooting foul. Leo Cavalier now will go to the line for two. Strasbourg leading 6-3. It's going to be interesting to see Strasbourg's rotations in this game. We have another game on Friday against Blois. Will we see a lot more of their young guys tonight? Makes the first. And he goes 2 from 2. Keller now looking for an option. Finds one in Pot. Pot looks at the three, decides against it, goes inside, tries to find an option to Cowles. Dispossessed, but they've got it back. Cowles now goes inside, driving shot, but does not make it. And it's back with Keane. Very sloppy there in the paint from both sides. But Lansdowne now looking for an option. He gets one in Courage. Rodion's Courage from deep. Strasbourg on an 8-0 run now. Stefan Pot, Keller, and another turnover there by Szombathely. Just not the start they needed here tonight. Lansdowne inbounds to Cavalier, who gets it straight back to Keane. Keane facing down Marcus Brown, has been guarding him up pretty high. Leaving some space around the rim though for Strasbourg, and they find it. Foul is called on Cowles this time. That's the third already for Falco. Courage didn't even get a chance to look at the shot before the foul was called. Oh, correction, sorry, offensive foul called. My apologies. DeAndre Lansdowne being called for that. Pot. Oh, lovely behind the back pass to Keller. And it goes inside. Oh, that's just raw bad luck right there. Courage now goes for a second from deep. Doesn't make it. And that will be a Falco ball. Cavalier arguing that it was a Falco hand touch at last, but the official was not in any way hesitant making the call there. Pot to bring it out. Pot went looking for the foul. And get it. Gets the shooting foul. You could see he was in trouble. He put up the shot to nowhere, hoping to draw some contact, and he got it. Veteran move from a reasonably young guy. First foul on Marcus Keane. Stefan Pot makes it. And those buckets really crucial there for Falco. They were letting a big run build up there for Strasbourg. Just stops the momentum a bit for the visitors. And Keane getting all of Brown they could possibly want. Gets it out to Lansdowne eventually. Lansdowne, Bertsons. Bertsons decides to go from deep. Nothing but net from Bertsons. Falco up by 9 already. Stefan Pot trying to create something here, but you can see it's a bit, sluggish. It's a bit sort of running through treacle here from the Falco offense. But Marcus Brown shows he's got plenty of space to move about. He makes that no problem at all. Keane. Bertsons not even looking at the three. Back to Keane, and he's got some big bodies around him now, and the travel call goes against him. Hospital pass really there by Bertsons. Keane never in a position to create for anybody else off that pass. Pot to bring it out. Now can we see a bit more pace from Falco on the inside? Force some more space to be created by moving around a bit. Give Pot something else to work with. And that's exactly what I see. Boom! Oh, you felt that one. Akos Keller bringing it down. And now you can hear that Falco fans getting right back into this one. Marcus Keane looking to drive in against Brown, but you can see that clear height difference is hurting Keane in terms of creating opportunities. DeAndre Lansdowne into Courage. And that's Rodion's Courage with the dunk. Falco just need to string a couple of good possessions together at each end here, try and frustrate Strasbourg. Hell's trying to create an option for Pot. Keller, who is perfectly open inside for the nice layup. And that's what they need to do. They need to stretch the Strasbourg defense, make them realize they aren't just one-dimensional. Lansdowne looking for the foul, never in doubt that he wasn't going to get that call against him. And Cowles brings it back out in the fast break. Slowing things down there to allow things to reset, and back to Pot. Stefan Pot looking at Lansdowne. Looking outside again, this time. Oh, nothing but iron again though, but Pot manages to get it for the offensive rebound and calls his own number. But it's an offensive board again. Matt Tibby trying to make a use of himself on the inside, but not quite getting enough done. Replay of that brilliant dunk there. Great alley-oop play by Pot. Also, you see that little bit of the last second glance. He tries to make sure that Bertson doesn't move till the last possible moment with that pass. Just doesn't turn his head to the opposite he has to. Barak in now for Szombathely. A couple of other changes made. Zoltan Pearl also coming into this game. And Jean-Baptiste Mai has joined the fray for Strasbourg. coming in for Keane. Maybe it's trying to get a bit more muscle in against Brown from the point, or maybe it's just to give a guy a runner. We're going to see what it's going to be like here. Of course, while the officials are discussing stuff, don't forget, check out Basketball CL wherever you use social media, Instagram, Twitter, and of course the hashtag as well is Basketball CL. For all the latest news and as well your views on the power rankings and the MVP race, go to championsleague.basketball. So far, Strasbourg looked like they were going to really put a grip on this game early and tight, but Pot's been the smart one. He's been the calm presence that Falco needed to realize, listen, it's still early days. We are not going to let ourselves get in a big hole here. He's been creating, looking to find ways to use his wings to create space on the inside, but moving outside a bit more. Gives room for his big men like Keller to get in there. And we're ready to get back underway. Pot to inbound. Cowles all covered. Long two. Nothing but iron. And Cavalier with the rebound. And here is Mai now going for the point. Courage. Oh, beautiful no-look pass. Mai manages to keep it in bounds, like getting it off a Falco player, but not enough to retain possession. And Cowles will go for it from deep. Looked a bit short as soon as he put it up, and easily rebounded by Bertson's there. And Mai now will bring it back up the court. Lansdowne back to Mai. Courage very active on the inside, but it's Bertsons with the shot, and Bertsons with the three. Three of three from deep for Bertson so far. Outstanding quarter for him. Pot goes inside, and he'll get the bonus. Real leadership being shown by Pot in this first quarter. Only got the 4 points, but he has been doing all the work so far for Falco. Pot at the line for the bonus to bring it back to just 5 points in it. And no mistake there. Mai to bring it back up the floor. Both teams perfect from the line so far. Be interesting to see if that lasts much longer. Bertsons looked like he was going for three, instead went inside, but read perfectly by Tibby. And Tibby bringing it back up the floor now. He goes inside, gets the rebound, gets the putback, gets the score. Matt Tibby. And we have our first time out of the day with Strasbourg leading 19 points to 16 here.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Look good, feel good, play good. Ready, big man? I'm always ready, baby.
Jack, not to give up penetration like this. And then we come back and nobody's matching up. What is this? Come on. Hey, pay attention if they go 3-2 zone after timeout. Okay? Ready to run the set. Okay? Hey, Yankees man-to-man. We go punch 3. Okay? Execute. Don't turn the ball over. Come on. 1, 2, 3.
Well, you heard that from Luca Banki. Execute, don't turn the ball over. And it's those fundamentals really where you've been seeing these from Strasbourg, because from the outside they're perfect, but they're very, very lax when they actually get in the paint. And they're making life a little bit too easy for Falco to stay in this. Although close games, of course, have been sort of the norm for Strasbourg so far this season in the Basketball Champions League. More often than not, though, coming out on the right side of them. Mai back in. Finds Courage. Back to that man with no name, Rodian's Courage. Simple finish inside. Boris Barac looking at Bertens. It's back outside the Pot. Pot, of course, the workhorse so far for Falco. Goes back out to Kovac. Oh, short. Matt Tibby yet again coming to the rescue of Falco when things looked like they were falling apart in the paint. DeAndre Lansdowne now. Back to Bertens. We're seeing the big man on the outside. Courage taking it back. Is he going to look at that three? No, he's not at all. Cavalier to Mai. Mai looking at Bertens, doesn't like it. Looks at Lansdowne instead. Lansdowne takes his own shot. Off the backboard and the iron. And Tibby with the rebound, and that gets a cry from the home fans in Szombathely. Pot looking outside, and he's got a great option out there. And Benedikt Kovac just not quite able to make it, but that long rebound gets it back to Zoltan Pearl. Pearl right inside, but get out of there, says Rodion's Courage. Mai up the court. Outside, no. Start inside pass to Cavalier, and it works. You can see there the Falco D were thinking he's going to go all the way up to Courage. He doesn't, keeps it short. That's enough. Pearl there clearly thinking, hey, that was a foul on me by Lansdowne, but he shrugs it off, and we're back out to Pot. Pot for three. Great shot by Pot. And we have got a 2-point game here in Szombathely. Stefan Pot, easily the man of this quarter. Rodion's Courage doing plenty, but Pot scoring and leading for Falco. Maida Cavalier to Courage. He's on 7. He's got a big help for himself inside. But Tibby makes sure that one doesn't go in. Back out to Pot straight away. Pot under some pressure. And the turnover, or are we seeing the foul? We are seeing the foul called. Foul called. That one of those tight, is it a contact, is it a not a contact calls? And a contact is called. A few more changes being made now by both sides. Brown back in here for Falco, and they just about find a way to make that work of Boris Barac. Bodian Massa, one of the two players in now, along with Michael Bell for Strasbourg. We have an all-square game here, 23 apiece. Pride may be the only thing at stake here, but that's enough for both these teams to open up. And oh, Courage, way too much on that pass. Far too much. And Massa, like, you can't blame him there for not getting that. Like, Courage was trying to go no look. Massa wasn't reading the same way. And we now have, in fact, two guys with no name on the court for Strasbourg, because Michael Bell also so recently in the senior ranks for this side. Of course, he's got a great academy setup that he has not got his name on his back of his jersey yet, which is quite impressive. Zoltan Pearl going to the line here, of course, bonus territory here. So Szombathely, who have been largely playing from behind for most of this quarter, in with a very good chance now of taking the lead at the end of the first. Zoltan Pearl, take your shot, son. And Petr Varasto has come in for Falco right here at the end of the first for Boris Barac. So 0 from 1. One from 2. Szombathely with their first lead of the game. Lansdowne tries to beat the buzzer. Never going near it. And at the end of the first quarter, Falco Szombathely lead 24-23. Fascinating and very entertaining first quarter. Like, we went into this game, we knew both sides knew what was going to happen with them future-wise in this competition, but that also has meant that you can see these guys are more relaxed. They're more happy to go out there and give this a good game. Falco better from the inside, 47% versus 44%. Clearly, though, being dominated when it comes to 3 points by Strasbourg. We'll look back at the best plays here in the first quarter. That great Howell's three-pointer. And some great action here in this first quarter. No doubt the director and I were on one page there, though, with him giving us plenty of looks at Keller's big alley-oop dunk there. Bertsons and Keens having some serious chats on the bench as they sit at the start. Ilan Pietrus, though, is subbed in to start this quarter with a very long career in Europe. He's come in. These are his first seconds in the Basketball Champions League, and with those, he gets to see Marko Krivokacevic dunk right in the face of Strasbourg. So, welcome to the big time, Ilan. This is what's going to happen. You're playing against higher standards now, and you're going to see some really fast and exciting basketball like this. But a great career ahead of that young man. Only 17, still playing extensively for the Strasbourg U18 side, and major NBA hype around him, but he's not even draft eligible for another couple of years. Pietrus gets it out to Courage. Courage inside to Massa. Yes, lovely finish. Using that full length there to get the job done. Zoltan Pearl trying to speed things up for Falco. They lead by 1. Pearl under pressure from Massa, and it is Pietrus with the turnover. Pietrus makes the turnover, makes a steal, and also draws the foul from Pearl. And congratulations there to young Pietrus. That's his first ever stat recorded in the Basketball Champions League. And referee calls on sportsman unlike that, so Pietrus had a chance to get his first ever points in the BCL as well. And he makes that first shot. 15, 20 years from now, well, more like 20 when he's looking back at his career, he can think of this moment. 2 from the line. And this is one of the things we were hoping for, one of the things we were expecting to see some more of these young guys get a chance to come out and show us what they can do at this high level of basketball tonight. And that is what Pietrus is doing right now. He'll inbound for Strasbourg. They lead by 1 thanks to his free throws. Gets it out to Lansdowne. Lansdowne, the real veteran on the court right now. Looking at his options. Keeping it to himself largely. He's waiting for an option. He likes Massa, but Massa likes Bell more, and Bell draws the foul. Great mix of youth and experience there from Strasbourg to get some scoring opportunities. Like, it's not often Rodian's Courage is the second oldest man on the starting on a 5 on the floor for his side, but that is where the young Latvian finds himself right now. Bell makes that first. And he makes the second. Strasbourg by 3 second quarter. And Strasbourg chasing, hustling. And that's what you want to see. This level of activity, this level of intensity. Courage setting the great example there, fighting for that ball off the inbound. Luca Beaufort in, by the way, for Lansdowne. It's going to say a Falco ball, but like if you're one of those young guys in the bench for Strasbourg and you're seeing Rodian's Courage, a guy who has played at such a high level, saying, listen, this guy's Every single possession, we are fighting for it. Great effort from him, great hustle. And the chair just about survived the impact with Rodion's courage. Lubanki still probably the more animated of the two coaches. Milos, he's just chilling. Obviously that big slide from Rodion's required a bit of wiping afterwards. And we are back underway. Brown to bring it out. Brown for three. No, off the backboard. And a nice putback made by Krivashevich. 1 point game again. Beaufort, Zabel, the Courage. Courage back again. Calls his own number, and he makes it. Nine points now for Rodion's Courage. And his efficiency improving as well, which is a very good sign for Strasbourg. Brown now trying to go inside on Courage. Sides against it. Back to Zoltan Pearl. Pearl doubled up, but that leaves room for Krivashevich, and he makes no mistake, taking full advantage right there. Beaufort on the ball. Beaufort looks at Bell. Sees Pietrus. Massa tries to go to Courage inside, but again, bad communication between those two. They still haven't really got each other's rhythm down yet. The previous time it was Courage's mistake trying to feed Massa. This time it's Massa just not putting that ball where it needed to be for Rodion's Courage, who takes his first break of the game as well. Back in comes Cavalier. Pearl to bring it up the court. Barac, Krivashevich, Pearl, Barac. Oh, nearly loses, but Krivashevich recovers. Krivashevich now knowing the clock's against him. Pearl's got to put this up. He does. Oh, off the rim. And Strasbourg looking to break quickly here. And they got Cavalier. Oh, who can't take advantage. And Brown now trying to do the same, but oh, foul call there on Bell, and we may see an unsportsmanlike called here. We do. Benedict Kovac with a quick rebound which sent Brown on his way. Let's just see the replay again. Maybe a bit of a rush of blood to the head. Nope, not unsportsmanlike call though. Pearl now looking for an option. He's getting a lot of attention from Pietrus. He doesn't mind though because he can put it up and he can put it over Pietrus. Falco back in front. Pietrus to Cavalier. Cavalier to Beaufort. Beaufort to Massa. Back to Beaufort. Beaufort to Bell. Now Strasbourg clock issues. Pietrus needs to do something quickly with this ball. He's going to go to Beaufort. Beaufort has to put it up. He does. Rims. And Falco ball. And ever since Falco have found a way to just up their tempo that little bit, you can see it's putting a bit more nerves on the way Strasbourg play. They just bring that little bit more intensity when they're going to go end to end. And here there's a situation which couldn't be better from them. Bringing back in the top talent. They're bringing back in Pot. And, you know, Pot's coming back into this game and they're still ahead. He's got to be delighted with that setup. Him and Keller coming back in to try and build up this lead now. Zoltan Pearl to Brown. Brown finds Barac. He's going to Keller, and Keller's going to go inside, but totally gets the angle wrong there. But Brown recovers, but shot clock's still running. Brown from deep. Oh, off both sides of that rim. But good brain there from Brown to realize he had to get that shot up quickly. The clock was still running. 9 offensive boards now for Falco, utterly dominating in that respect on the glass. Getting those second chance opportunities, which is a big reason as to why they are ahead, despite their efficiency not being tremendous. Pietrus denied quite comfortably there on the inside. Pot was thinking of the shot, goes to Keller. Oh, what a pass by Keller to Boris Barac. We saw Keller be the one to finish off something filthy earlier on, but my word, that no look behind the back pass to Barac. Just beautiful from Keller right there. Pietrus. This side down 3. Cavalier draws the foul, and will it be the bonus? They're calling a continuation on that. They are. Well, Cavalier was having an arm drag, but let's see that rebound. Keller to Barac. Oh my word, just taking Massa to school with that move. He's going to have a great highlight reel just for himself, Keller by the end of this game. Cavalier, though, at the line to square things up. Marcus Keane coming back in for Strasbourg. Michael Bell taking a seat. Raymond Cowell's back in for Zoltan Pearl. Pearl, great little performance from him, I think, in this stint he had. Plenty of energy. Cavalier, no from the line. They're calling 2 here, so we may need to check with the scoreboard update, because it looks like they aren't giving the continuation. Two from the line. Misses both. Stefan Pot grabs that rebound fiercely. Oh my. That is some bad luck for Strasbourg there. It could be about to get worse. Boris Barac. Feed that big guy and he will score. That's been the message the last few seconds. And yep, Szombathely up 36-33. Less efficient, but creating so many more opportunities than Strasbourg. And that's been the key difference here. They've had so many second chances. Beaufort to Massa, and Massa with the long 2. Pot gets to Barac. Barac to Brown. Back to Pot. Oh, Pot's in trouble here, but he keeps it. Keller. Cowles. Oh. Barac, does he draw it? He does. Barac will get to the line. Pure desperation stuff again, but great high basketball IQ to draw those fouls, and that's been a huge difference here for Falco so far in this half. You can see clearly they aren't giving up. They realize when they've got a chance that if there's nothing on, let's see what we can make on. Let's see if we can draw that foul, and Boris Barac does it again. We saw it from Pot in the first quarter. We see it from Barac here. That's one of the reasons why this team is just so competitive at this level, even though they're getting eliminated. And one of the big reasons why the last few years they have been the force in Hungarian basketball. One of our officials had a bit of a giggle to herself after a bit of bobbling around collecting that ball. Oh, and he misses both, Barac. Massa looking for Beaufort, and he gets him. Beaufort to Keane. Essentially a 2-guard set here, 2-point guard set here. Keane, very small ball lineup here. You can do that when you got someone at the length of Massa there. But the opportunity missed, and that's what we mean by the length of Massa. He's creating that second chance opportunity. So even though it's a small ball lineup from Strasbourg, they've got a guy who can do the cleanup. Keane faking the 3. Looks like he's faking it again. Beaufort this and does go for the 3. In and out. Cavalier draws that foul. Throws it out of bounds. We're getting. Let's see that again. So we're getting the overback called against Cavalier. Yes, we are, by Keller. Szombathely now 1 away from bonus territory for Strasbourg. Keane. Beaufort inside. Nice quick move. Strasbourg back in front. Really brilliant end-to-end stuff here. Stefan Pot looking then, Pietras goes all the way himself inside for the score. Now, if you're talking IQ, Stefan Pod, he has just been perfect from the field. He's not been too greedy looking for his shot. Still at 10 points now, creating plenty. That's a great thing for any young fans watching, just to see how he is using his brain while playing so often. Cowell's drawing that foul before going out of bounds. That's going to stay a Falco ball. Again, Pietras' youth really showing there. Like, he'll get over that, like, but he's trying to do a little too much with the ball in the few minutes he's getting so far. And Lansdowne is back in, Pietras sitting. Massa showing great hustle there on the inside, but it's creating a bit of space. Tibby, oh. He will go to the line. Continuation doesn't work out for him, but Cavalier, a wry smile there as the foul is called against him. Matt Tibby will go to the line. A look of a disappointed teacher there from Luca Banchi at Massa. I know, I think like you can't really criticize even Massa's work rate so far, and he's really just making sure he gets everywhere. That bit of space created inside though, by moving out to try and help on D, you can see the difference. Tibby, 1 of 2 from the line. So 1 of 1 from the line, second one to come. Oh, and in and out, Massa with the rebound. And that's just some really inefficient free throw shooting from Falco this quarter. Only 4 attempts, but they've only made 1 of them. And lovely feed inside from Keane to Massa. To Lansdowne. Hands down. A great shot. 40-39, the visitors lead. He's only 1 of 3 from deep now. That's his first deep shot made. 6 points so far. He's trying to get that rhythm back going, I think. Pot inside, calls his own number. Oof, not even close. His first really bad miss of this game so far. Keane gets a bit adventurous. It stays with him to Lansdowne. Oh, and off the backboard. He tries to keep it alive. Massa does enough, just about to do it. And we're getting in those final seconds of the shot clock. Keane, he's got to do something quickly here. He gets to Cavalier. Oh, Cavalier in and out, and Tibby with that rebound. Cowell's got a lot of blue in his face right there. That means there's going to be a bit of room in that paint inside if he can find a way to use it. Step back for the long 2, off the iron. Recovered by Brown, and another second chance opportunity for Falco. Tibby looking to drive. He goes past Cavalier, and he draws the foul. He goes to the line. And that's twice now Tibby has drawn one off Cavalier in quick succession. And timeout called.
Hey, first relax to we score these 2 free throws. Second one, this is for the halftime, but think about game. They call now the high pick and roll because of Fred, and target is short roll and after transferring. That's mean, Aki, call under and on the repeat play red, okay? First next offense for us, Zozo, you are under the ball. Ray, Stefan, Matt, Aki, okay? Matt, they cannot switch around him and come like in pin down for shooter. Park here, Aki, when he crosses you, Just in pick and roll, Zozo in drive. Here is 2-on-2. Okay, decide finish or pass up, and Stefan in the same time go up to he need to come a little deeper. Okay, decide. Let's go.
Falco looking to finish this quarter, this half, with the same level of intensity but organization, as you could hear from the coach there. They've shown throughout most of these first 20 minutes. After that sort of, punch to the face they got at the start of the game, they've really, really been right in this with Strasbourg, and they've been sort of setting the tone offensively in terms of how this game is being played. Getting to see that Pearl to Krivocevic move again. And here's Tibby back at the line. Michael Bell has come in for Cavalier, of course, who's sitting because of those fouls. And Tibby, third straight miss from the line there. Roddy and Courage also in for Lucas Beaufort. And Tibby finally makes one from the line to tie things up at 40 here. Just over a minute to play in the first half of Falco Vulcano Szombathely against SIG Strasbourg in the last game of Group A in the Basketball Champions League. Lansdowne, and I was just about to say how little we'd seen in terms of sloppiness in terms of keeping that ball in this quarter. Only a total of 3 turnovers between both sides in the quarter, and then Lansdowne, before even have a chance, makes me give him the commentator's curse. But Pietras back in, and Pot draws that very quick foul from Courage, and will go straight to the line. Pietras in for Keane here to close the first half. Pot leading all scorers already on 10. Make that 11. And he is perfect again from the line, Stefan Pot. But Strasbourg going to get something going here in what may be their last possession of this first half. It's with Pietras. Pietras inside to Massa, but Massa can't keep hold of it, and Cowles on the breakaway. Pearl. Zoltan Pearl to Keller. They're slowing things down. Tibby. See Keller to Tibby. Tibby looks behind his back, can't quite get it, and Massa forces it out, and it will be a Strasbourg ball. Tibby fighting around there, trying to sort of, really get in the face of Pietras, not quite enough. And Pietras back out again. It is Bell out for Keane. Pietras will stay in. Stefan Pot will sit these last few seconds. But the turnover count is quite something. 9 by Strasbourg versus 3 from Szombathely. Although they haven't been capitalizing that much, only an 8-5 lead for Szombathely in terms of points from turnovers. This is surely going to be the last play of this first half. Keane inside, ties things up. And we are here at halftime. All square. Falco Szombathely 42, SIG Strasbourg 42. There was very little between these sides when they met earlier in the season in Strasbourg, and there is nothing between them right now. 42 all as we hit the halftime break. And looking at the 2-point percentages, both sides pretty even. From 3, comfortably Strasbourg far better. Falco a meager 2 of 10. And from the line again, Strasbourg far better. But look at those rebounds. 11 offensive rebounds compared to just 5 for Strasbourg. That's the big, big difference. Falco still in this game because they keep creating those second chance opportunities. Courage and Pot leading all scorers. Pot, of course, has been very impressive. Bertzin's on 9 as well for Strasbourg.
Duffy, a little highlight reel.
25 seconds to go. They'll run the clock down as much as they can, but they've got to score as well. It's important for Perry, and Malaga lead by 1.
All of a sudden showing that he can drill it from downtown. Lucial gets the behind the back pass from Smith. The beautiful little 1-2 punch.
Bosnians come again through Yoshilo. No way through. Watson with the grab. Really well in the game. 50 points. And he's winning for them. Baby hook shot. Oh, magnificent! Has he won it on the buzzer? Oh, Darko Jukic has been magnificent throughout the game.
And welcome back to the action in Szombathely, Hungary. 42-42, nothing between these sides after 20 minutes of basketball. Falco Vulcano against SIG Strasbourg. SIG, of course, already safely through to the round of 16. They know their future. They're giving their young guys like Bell, like Pietrus, a chance to run out today. A bit of Beaufort as well, of course, out there. But Falco playing for a bit of pride, but also to keep that ring rust off. They don't play Honved, their next opponent, until Wednesday of next week. They're going to have their holidays in between, get that time off over Christmas period, but they'll want to make sure they stay sharp before that game, of course, back in the Hungarian League a week from now.
Secure the ball. Like this. If you don't trust the pass, go to the angle. Okay? Then remember, ball is here. We show like that. We show. We got it. And then Trey is coming to the seat to enter with the left. Okay? So up again.
Now, more pass, finish, more, around, twitch, and inside, two guys, here or there. And the second one, you take the ball, and play bench. Okay, come inside the ring, so you can, here or here, step on the side, here or here. Okay, go.
About to get back underway. Luka Banky there, really barking those orders out to his side before the start of this quarter. Both sides are turning to their starting lineups here to start the second half, with, well, one side exception, Zoltan Pearl coming in to start second half for Falco. Keen, Cavalier, Courage, Lansdowne and Bertzins on the court for Strasbourg. Pot gives it to Pearl. Pearl plays the forward, but him there, Tibby and Cowles as well, all on the floor. He's been playing a bit more of a guard/forward role, and you see it there a bit there when he's trying to feed Keller there. But oh, DeAndre Lansdowne. And Strasbourg off the mark first in this third quarter. Stefan Pot, he was a man for Szombathely in that first half. Can he drive this side forward, get their second win of the BCL in this second? Cowles from deep, and that is exactly the type of bucket that Falco needed. Raises the crowd, gets those spirits up, and has them singing loudly. Rodions Courage, Lansdowne, back to Keane. Barking orders of Courage. Oh, Keane nearly gives it up there to Cowles. Keane patient. Staring down Keller. Steps inside him with the crossover. Doesn't make it, but Courage just about gathers in that rebound. Keane for three. Again, no good. And Tibby with the rebound. Pot sees somebody down the court. It's Keller. He gets it out to Pearl. Pearl, though, without the score. And Courage yet again with the rebound. This time to Lansdowne. Back to Cavalier. Foul is called. It looks like it's on Keller. No, it's on Pearl. No, it is Keller. Second foul for Keller. Just went in a bit too physical there on Cavalier. Courage to Bertzins. Cavalier doesn't even think about going for that three. Instead, it's a long one from Keane, and it's also another miss by Keane. Tibby with that board. He's looking up high. He gets Pearl, who gathers it down low. Cowles second three of the quarter for Cowles. And Szombathely up 48-44, their biggest lead of the game to date. Marcus Keane needs to get this offense going for Strasbourg. DeAndre Lansdowne to Bertzins. And another missed three by Strasbourg. DeAndre Lansdowne has had fun against Falco over the three previous times he's faced them, but so far today, not really getting it done either as a scorer or creator. Stefan Pott to Pearl. Pearl playing that point forward role beautifully. To Cowles. Cowles going inside this time. Doesn't like what he sees. Back to Pott. He's under a lot of pressure, but Keller sets the screen. Pott long two, and he makes it. Falco 50, Strasbourg 50-44. Falco looking to get their first ever win over Strasbourg after losing the previous three times. 6-point lead now, and it's a big, big night so far for Stefan Pott. Keane, Courage, back to Keane. Keane sees Keller in his face, but Keane goes under him, and a travel is called on Marcus Keane. We're only 3 minutes into the second half, but Luca Banchi must already be thinking he may need to call these guys in for a chat. Keane just so casually. Pott to Tibby. Tibby from deep. Tibby! He's been having a lot of trouble shooting on the inside. He's been having a lot of trouble from the free throw line. But give it to that man from deep, and he makes it. And as expected, Luca Banchi calls him in.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! That's great defense.
Let's go! They switch! You stay always outside! They switch! Go inside! Move the ball! Bring the ball back! And play with the fucking criteria! Okay?
Let's go.
This offense will go punch three, execute, set screens, and enter the defense. Come on, guys. 1, 2, 3.
Luca Banchi leaving no doubt as to how he feels with the way his team has started this second half. Tremendous start, though, by the home side, Falco Szombathely. They're on an 11-0 run right now. Ray Cowles, a big part of that. But what a beautiful drop pass there by Pott. Much more obvious in the replay. And Tibby from deep again. Lansdowne, Courage, he's got lots of pressure on him. Oh, and it is another turnover by Strasbourg. Pretty much the opposite of what Luca Banchi wanted coming out of that timeout. And Zolf Pearl gets it to Stefan Pott. Keller playing a bit of point center there, so Pearl can curl around inside. And Pearl draws that foul, and it's a shooting foul. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a double-digit lead for Falco Szombathely. Strasbourg have lived dangerously so far in this Basketball Champions League. 4 of their 5 games being decided by less than 5 points. But right now, they could be about to go 10 or even 11 points down. Pearl makes the first. Perfect from the line, Zoltan Pearl. Falco lead by 11. Marcus Keane and Rodian's Courage looking at each other. They need to find a way to get things started here, because DeAndre Lansdowne has not been able to be his usual effective self for Strasbourg in this game. Bertzins inside layup. Pulled all the bodies outside, bar Bertzins. Forced Falco to create some space in the paint, and Bertzins took advantage. He's on 11 points now. 3 from deep, plus that one he just finished inside there. Tibby He's not even thinking about the basket. Cavalier behind him. Now he goes inside. Oh, and he gives that ball away so softly. There's that lack of commitment to his move. May have been a Strasbourg hand on it last. He may have just gone away with that. Yep, it is Falco ball. They keep possession. Not for long though. Bertens immediately off the inbound makes the recovery, and Cavalier makes no mistake. Strasbourg cut it down yet again. 7-point game here. 6 points in the fast break for Strasbourg so far. Zip, zero, nada for Falco. Bertens tried to get the block in. Looked like he got a finger to it, but Pearl does enough to make it a 9-point lead. Courage now going a bit point forward out of Bertens. Bertens draws the foul, can't make the initial bucket. He's going to the line for 2, was hoping he was only going for 1, which would be the bonus. You see he's getting a bit more heated there on the court as well there now. The veterans of Strasbourg just not happy with how they're playing so far. Kaspars Bertens. Doesn't let those air horns get in his way. Makes the first. And he is 2 of 2 from the line. 7-point game. Stefan Pod. We've been talking about him a lot tonight, but why not? He has been tremendous for Falco so far. Gets physical there with Cavalier. Gives it to Pearl. Pearl being kept way out wide. And Bertens again with the steal. He's a big man using small man smarts. He's going to go from deep. No, he's not. It is Courage. And the call is made. It looked like Falco were calling for a travel. It looked like Strasbourg were demanding a foul call, but it is a travel call against Courage. Falco get that ball. And back comes Brown. Pot with yet another great starting stint for this Falco Szombathely team. And back in again comes that young man who we may be talking about for a very ball on this continent. His uncle, of course, a 10-year NBA veteran. Zoltan Pearl is going to get that possession again. It'll be a foul called against Courage. Ray Cowles knows a couple of big scores here could really relax things a lot for Szombathely. And Pearl looks, oh what a floater by Zoltan Pearl! Shades of Juan Carlos Navarro there with that step. Lansdowne trying to get some intensity into this side, but we've been saying it all evening. We just aren't seeing it from Strasbourg. Cavalier inside, and again, just around the iron, just not able to do quite enough. And Zol Pearl, he goes a bit point forward, right in the face of Ilan Petrus. He went in the face of Petrus the previous time, around him for that beautiful floater over Courage. Make it a 9-point lead. Zach Brown now. And Simon Correa comes in, and we have now had a 4th player appear for Strasbourg with that name on his back. But as the great Herb Brooks said, it was the name of the front matters more than the name of the back, and right now that name Strasbourg really isn't meaning enough for these players out there. They are just lacking intensity on the floor. Pietrus trying to bring a bit of that spark. The Courage. The Correa. Lansdowne. There's a lot of space in the paint if Strasbourg can get someone like Bertens in there. But they're dallying. Pietrus to Bertens. Turnover. Cowles softly out to Pearl there. Cowles from deep. His 3rd three-pointer of this quarter alone. 12 points, 4 from deep for him today. He started off 1 of 3. He is now 3 of 3 in this quarter. Szombathely 4 of 4 in this quarter from deep. Correa to Lansdowne. Lansdowne decides to do it all himself. Draws the foul. 12-point lead for Szombathely though right now. That is their biggest so far of the day. Banky calling over Pietrus for the second time so far. He's just trying to talk to the young guy, get him to be a bit smarter, a bit calmer. Lansdowne makes the first. And that brings Lansdowne up to 10 points for the day. They're going to need a lot more from here at Strasbourg if they are going to get back into this one though. 10 points down, still a lot to play for. Far more efficient than the line. But right now the pace, the tone of the game is being controlled by Falco. Zach Brown looking to hammer that home a bit. Krivocevic. Brown dancing around. And he makes the 3. Falco 5 of 5 from deep in the third quarter. Correa has Barrett right up in his face. Pietrus. Can we get a smart from the young lad? Lansdowne. Bertsons takes it. And no good. And Zalt Pearl back in possession. Oh, he's got a screen from Barrett there, and Barrett comes back to take it. Barrett, Cowles. Oh, Cowles denied. But Krivocevic draws the foul. Ray Cowles, though, took a bit of a bump on the way down there. Let's see if he's okay. So that arm of Bertsons just dragged along the back of his neck. Clearly accidental, but a little bit sore for Ray Cowles on the way down there. And we get to see Massa come back in now. The combination of length and speed he brings might be exactly what Strasbourg need right now. Ray Cowles going to take a rest for a while, just get that ache off. Krivocevic at the line. And he makes that first one. And he doesn't make the second. Petr Verasto has come in for Cowles. 13-6 offensive boards. That is the biggest story of this game so far. That is where Falco have been dominant. They had an awful first half from deep. They have made up for it and then some in the second. That means the big advantage Strasbourg have has gone now, and that's making life a lot harder for Strasbourg. Late in the third, a 14-point lead for Falco. Lansdowne. Courage. Gets to Massa. Oh, and Massa again on the inside. Just too much D there for him to get through. Falco ensuring they're all low percentage shots on the inside for Strasbourg. And foul is called against Correa. But even when they are low percentage shots, they've got to make some of them. And that'll keep the pressure on at least, force Falco to do something different. But so far, those inside shots right in at the glass just are not going at all for Strasbourg. They're not even giving up any fouls when they do it. Meanwhile, whenever they go in, if they're not scoring, Strasbourg giving up free throws. We got Boris Baric here trying to extend the lead. And he does. And Stefan Pott has come in for Zalt Pearl. Minute to go. 15-point lead for Szombathely in this third quarter. Boris Baric makes it a 16-point lead. And Ilan Pietras and this young-looking Strasbourg lineup out here right now is learning what it means to play at a level quite this high. Pietras has been great at underage level, internationally and at club level, but now he's getting a taste of the big time, and it's a very, very sour one for him to start out so far, because Falco showing him what a veteran side can do together. Pietras misses from deep, and Stefan Pot sort of danced that along. His fingers were gathering up the rebound and looking to make an even bigger gap between these sides going into the fourth quarter. Krivocevic, Pot's been looking for it twice now. He gets it the second time. Zach Brown signaling to Verasco to stay where he is. Pot's going to call his own number, I think. He does, but there's a Strasbourg hand. But yet again, it goes back to a Falco player, Boris Baric, and yet again, it's going to be a Falco ball. Boris Baric goes up with Pietras, both Pietras and Lansdowne all over him, no doubting the decision there. Lansdowne sits, the foul's called on him, and Pietras has the foul called on him, his third. And Boris Baric at the line yet again. And he makes the first. And like for a side that is going in with just pride to play for, they are showing just how important their pride is in this third quarter. 17-point lead, Baric a chance to make it 18 points. And he makes it, and that brings him to double-digit scoring on the day, Boris Baric. He's on 10 for the day now. 18 points of difference. Pietras to the last shot of the quarter. No good. And after 30 minutes of play, an extraordinarily dominant third quarter from Falco Szombathely. They lead SIG Strasbourg 70-52. 18 points to the gap. Falco have played Strasbourg 3 times before. 3 times they've lost. Twice comfortably. Most recently only by 3 points. And they are looking to end their Basketball Champions League campaign on a high. And look at that turnaround. 47% now from deep for Falco to 33 for Strasbourg. A complete flip from what we saw at halftime. Luka Banki a bit calmer now at the start of this final quarter. I think the frustration has somewhat tempered him a bit because he knows his side has just been flat out outplayed over those last 10 minutes. Salzburg is back in. Pearl taking on Keane. Pearl has 2 on him. He doesn't care. He's going to shoot. Oh, doesn't go in. And Tibby can't quite make the offensive board. Not something we've been saying too often today, because normally when we're seeing Matt Tibby in an offensive board, he's been grabbing it. Beaufort. Massa. Keane. Massa again. Back to Keane. Massa trying to get on the inside for him, and he does. Goes out to Beaufort for 3. And finally, a 3 goes in for Strasbourg. They needed that one badly. Cuts the deficit to 15. Stefan Pot. Got 2 men on him. but he draws a foul. Massa that little bit too physical. He's been a bit calmer, a little bit calmer. Wouldn't have given that foul up. Him and Beaufort were in position to double team him well, but that little bit too much physicality from Massa. But him and Pot can have a laugh about it. Keller, oh, he already had a bit of a highlight reel day already going. That was nearly a third one to add to it. Keller still hungry. Not even close. Zalt Pearl, and this one goes in for Zoltan Pearl. 17-point lead now for Falco. Marcus Keane, who has just been looking frustrated most of this evening with his side. Beaufort shows him the energy, and Beaufort gives him what he wants. Layup on the inside. Stefan Pot. Oh, what a pass to Keller. Pot to Keller has been a great combination all night here. And these home fans are singing their hearts out. They are delighted with what they're seeing. Beaufort, Massa, long two again. He made one earlier, he doesn't this time. And Pot eventually gathers quite a messy rebound. Body strong everywhere, except for Stefan Pot, of course. He's just relaxed and going, right, let's get back to work, boys. Oh, he sidesteps Beaufort behind his own feet pass, never mind behind the back, and gets it to Keller, so the ball stays alive. Pot realized he'd overextended himself. Tibby, oh, not from three. Beaufort again. Oh, Beaufort trips over himself. And he's being helped back up by Keller. It doesn't look like it's bad, but I think we did see, in fact, one of the coaches looking and thinking there was a bit of a wet spot there just before that last possession to that one. And sure enough, Beaufort confirmed there was that wet spot and slipped up on it on the way down. Beaufort's fine though, and it's yeah, that'll just be a Strasbourg possession. Oh, we've had two great ones so far from Keller. One, obviously, that alley-oop dump. We had the behind the back pass that was just so beautiful. Nearly had another one for him. He'd have had a personal highlight reel if he had that one in. That would have been three brilliant shots to show you all come the end of it. We may yet see two of those in the end of game's best plays. Cavalier straight back to Keane. Oh, he doesn't go to Massa. Now he does, but now there's cover. Keane draws the triple foul. It was a shot to nothing, but he went right into Pot to draw that contact, and he got it. He knew he hadn't got a real shot on, but he also knew that Pot had overextended himself, and that is the big, big difference. That's why Marcus Keane is going to the line to shoot 3 shots. And Stefan Pot has taken a seat. And great roars there from the Falco fans. They obviously weren't happy with that call as Keane misses the first. And he misses the second. Oh my word, Rasheed Wallace would have a thing or two to say about this, I think. Oh from 2, 1 from 3. And Falco facing a full court press now from Strasbourg. Pearl, oh beautiful, just that little turnaround step back. Gave himself that little bit of extra space, he could measure his shot, and that brings Zoltan Pearl to 13 points for the day. Keane under all kinds of pressure, and that's the result. Hibby with the rebound. We said that a few times tonight. Zach Brown. 14-point differential in total rebounds, and the main difference there has been that offensive rebound differential. Pearl, for 3, doesn't get close to it, but the ease at which he got around Marcus Keane there. Is Keane's head even in this game right now? Beaufort looking to lead in the way up instead. Keane's off the ball entirely to Massa. Keane's finally waking up, I think, on this possession somewhat. Back to Massa. Beaufort under all kinds of pressure, but Massa with a heavy screen, heavy screen. Beaufort makes that shot. Luca Beaufort. And Keane immediately gives up the foul. And he is going off straight away to sit. I think he may have hurt himself on the previous possession, which is why he was stepping back that little bit. That's why we didn't see him really challenge Pearl when Pearl tried to go around him, and why he didn't try and get involved in that last Strasbourg offensive possession. Ilan Pietras back in. Pietras scores already on 3 fouls, so he can't be too aggressive here on Zoltan Pearl. Or he shouldn't be too aggressive. Ray Cowles getting plenty of bodies in his way, but Ray Cowles is along too. Oof, that was an ugly release. Ray's had a couple of those this game where you can see, even as it's leaving his hands, that it's not going to be even have the distance, really, never mind the accuracy. And that may be the easiest takeaway, the easiest steal Matt Tibby makes all night. Nearly gave up a turnover straight away afterwards. Boris Barac coming back in. He's been a real workhorse, grinding it out, getting those free throws taken on the inside. Cavalier comes off. It's replaced by Maximil Voski. Brown, long 2, no good. The least efficient shot in basketball, shows you why. Boris Barac. Oh, what a block by Massa, but he's gone by the time Tibby's there for the putback. Matt Tibby, offensive rebound. We're not surprised here. 18-point lead for Falco Szombathely, back to their biggest of the evening. And we have less than half of the 4th quarter to go. Oh, another soft turnover by Strasbourg. Zach Brown, he was going there looking for one thing, and that was to draw a foul. There's about 3 guys who may have been called for. We'll see which one of them gets it against them. And Tibby double-double, 14 and 11. Great job by Matt Tibby. We will see it here. So Boris Barac takes 2 Strasbourg players out of it with him, and I don't think he might take one of them out. And Matt Tibby's there. Yeah, thanks. Put back and finish.
Which way you want to help? Secure the ball. Back. Hands off the gun. You cannot make such a shitty pass. Secure the ball. Back in the middle. And we go to the next screen. We can't throw the ball away like this. Play serious. Possession by possession. Start from the defense. Be consistent on box up. Rebound. And then execute. That's the only call you know. 20 calls. 6 shit.
Stop. 1, 2, 3, say.
And like, you may think it's easy to say, Luca Banchi, you're already through to the next phase. Losing one game isn't that important. But he's not thinking about the next phase of the Basketball Champions League. He's not even thinking too much about tonight. He's thinking that he needs these guys focused for their Friday game in the LNB Pro A, away to Blois, and he can't have the guys this distracted. He needs to show them to show him that they can be concentrated, focused, and especially the young guys, they can be the next man up should somebody go down in games that are going to matter. And I just had to give you those few seconds to those fans in full voice. Zach Brown misses the first of 2 from the line. Oh, and he missed the second as well. Lead stays at 18. Pietras. Let's see if the young guy can give us a bit of a spark here. Beaufort. He's had a good quarter here so far. Gets it out to Ilgovsky. The Pietras. Oh, Maxim Ilvovsky. Left looking again. Zolt Pearl. Oh, Zach Brown trying to do a little bit too much there. He wasn't sure if he was going for the layup or the dunk. And instead, it's a Pietras finish on the other end. Zach Brown was thinking he's going to come line up for the dunk. Realizes it's going to be coming lower. He's got to go layup. And that leads to confusion. Leads to that fast break for Strasbourg to score at the other end. It's back to a 16-point game. Boris Barac once again draws a foul, and Pietras is now on his fourth. He is almost certainly going to sit after that. Umirov, come on, Pietras is asking. But I mean, this is what you see. It's young guys are always going to get the fouls called against them because they're going to be in that position where they don't realize what a veteran's going to do to move them to a spot where it's so easy to draw that foul. And Stefan Pott has come back in while we're waiting. Oh, Boris Barac misses the first. Zoltan Pearl sitting. Petra's staying on though, so I reckon they're just going to let him hit those full 5 fouls. And he makes a second. 17-point lead once again for Szombathely. Beaufort, he's been the real energy for this Strasbourg side in the fourth quarter. One of the few sources they've been able to point to this day who has been able to bring it. Ilvovsky trying to set a screen. Not a great one, to be honest, but he's inside. Oh, and he draws the foul from Ray Cowles. Ilvovsky will get to the line. .323 to go. This one looks done as a contest. Zach Brown gets that rebound. 1 of 2 from Ilvovsky from the line. Stefan Pott, him and Matt Tibby have been the outstanding performers of this day. But here's Boris Barac, who's been a great player as well for Szombathely this evening. 13 points. Tibby has been the power. Pott has been the precision. Barac, well, he's just been the work, baby. Barac didn't realize he was about to make a steal there, but he made it, and he draws a foul. And once again, we're saying it, Boris Barac to the line. Krivashevich and Zoltan Pearl both coming in. That's Tibby sitting. That'll be him done for this game and indeed the Basketball Champions League. And Zach Brown, that's him likely done as well. Boris Barac makes it a 19-point game. Largest lead of the evening now for Szombathely. Doesn't make the second, but he's on 14 for the day, which is his more than his season average of just 9.2 a game. I'll say just 9.2. That's still a very good season average. Beaufort. Massa, Pietras, Kuric, oh, Rodion's Kuric. He's fortunate, it definitely came off Krivashevich's hand, but I don't think Krivashevich was expecting to be such an air ball from Kuric, and so he was getting ready for the rebound, came down off his hand, and so Strasbourg ball again, 14 back on the shot clock. Beaufort and Massa, back to Beaufort. Beaufort really the one high point when it comes to delivery for this Strasbourg side in the second half. Kuric had a great first half, 3-point attempt, and that's one of the few bright moments from Kuric in this second half. 2:15 to play, 16-point game. Stefan Pott, oh, he had a bit of a challenge from Pietras, but not enough. Boris Barac takes on Ilvovsky. Krivashevich, Ray Cowles, Ray Cowles wants another score from deep, I think. He doesn't take it though. Boris Barrett from deep. What a game for this man. I was saying Pot was bringing the style and Tibby was bringing the beef, but I think Boris Barrett's side, he's not just bringing the work, he's bringing the style as well. 19 points to lead again. Ray Cowles didn't like what he was seeing. He saw Boris wide open in the corner. Barrett says, thank you very much, my friend. 3 points for Falco. I think we had a sub who was a little bit too eager there, possibly, to get in. Falco have pulled off the assault. They're bringing in all the young guys now. The fans in full voice. Zoltan Pearl, 21-point lead for Falco. And if you're Luca Banki and the Strasbourg squad, it's going to be a miserable flight home. Beaufort, Pietrus, Massa can't keep hold of it. Zoltan Pearl trying to make sure this finishes with a flourish. Barrett takes a shot. Oh, off the iron. But another second chance opportunity for Falco Szombathely. They have dominated offensive boards tonight. Second chance opportunities, 14-8 in terms of scoring. But in terms of the mental impact, it's been enormous. And Zolt Pearl to beat the buzzer. 23-point margin. This is a hammering. Pietrus draws the foul off Krivashevich. Correction off Arasto. We're getting a few more substitutions in, making sure that every Falco side gets a few moments. Takac is in. Savigiarto. It's their last few seconds in the Champions League this season, but they're making sure they leave their fans with fond memories of this Basketball Champions League campaign. They're going to finish 2-4. It could have been 1-5. They decided that wasn't going to be the case tonight. Krivachevich with a steal. Stolen right back up by Beaufort. We are going to get a jump ball situation for sure. Possession arrow goes Strasbourg's way. The dying moments. And this is what the Falco fans are going to love. They're still fighting for every ball. They've already won the game. There is no way back here. But Falco are still putting in every ounce of effort for the fans who have turned up tonight. It's going to be a couple of weeks before the fans see them at home again, because they're away to Budapest Honvéd this day next week in the Hungarian League. So they're making sure that their last home game seeing them of 2022 is a fond one to remember.
It's only 3 seconds. Robbie, you inbound the ball. Mike, you start from here. Luca, here. Go here. Ilian here. We back screen Mike. Mike and then to read. Robbie, we will make screen the screener. You screen Luca on the side. That's the best. Hey, that's the best. For a catch and drive, he take the flag. Next inbound is from here. Okay, it's important. Pass, then pass, catch or deflection. The next will be from here. We are winning.
And that is classic Luca Banki. He wants to make the most out of every play. Even at a game lost, he's thinking of the next game. What can I do with this one possession to make my side better the next time we're on the floor? Just the 3 seconds on the possession here for Strasbourg. .5 on the possession now for Strasbourg. They will not have a lot of time to do much with this ball. they've changed up Pietra's inbounding. That's deliberate. Goes to Beaufort, he's got to shoot straight away. He does. Oh, big three from Beaufort. That gets him to double digits for the night. This should be the last possession. Falco's still fighting for it. They could run it out if they really wanted to. And instead they turn it over. Beaufort, Bell, Courage, and foul drawn. And it will likely be these two Courage shots will be the last shots in anger of this game, and he gets to the line there. Oh, in fact, of course, Falco fouling so little, they actually still have one foul to give. This is so late in the game, I assume that there was already bonus territory, but it's not. So, last 6 minutes of the game, Pietra's to inbound. Shot clock is, of course, off. Courage, Massa, to Courage, and he makes it on the putback. A 1/10 of a second. That's it, full time. 89 points for Falco Szombathely. 69 points for SIG Strasbourg. Falco may not be continuing in the Basketball Champions League this season, but they are ending on a tremendous high, beating one of the sides favoured to go deep in its competition by 20 points, beating Strasbourg for the first time ever in the Champions League. Tremendous performance of the home side, showing there are no real dead rubbers in this competition, that every game does matter. And on the birthday of basketball, Falco Szombathely gave their fans a great, great present. And look at the stats here. Falco, even with Strasbourg when it came to 2-point made, but look at the difference in attempts there. 14 more. Better than Strasbourg marginally on three-pointers, and of course worse from free throws, but again had far more. Rebounds, they had like 12 more offensive rebounds than Strasbourg. If you're looking at the key difference in the game, that's it. It was volume was the difference. Szombathely simply had more ball to use. Barrett 17, Pearl 17, Pot 14, all great performances for Falco. And they're going to see off their fans.